To take our minds off the past, our second road test highlights one British sports luxury car still available in the U.S., the Jaguar XJ6 Series 3 sedan. Like politicians and mistresses, some cars just seem to inspire passionate love-hate relationships. The Jaguar XJ6 falls right into that category. It's hard not to love a car with such smooth power and superb big car handling. But previous Jaguar owners have been less than enamored of the historically temperamental nature of many costly and hard-to-get British components. At an astounding $30,000 per relationship, is this a car for those only who have the money to fantasize? We spent a week in that Never Never Land ourselves, and here's what the reality of the XJ6 is all about. This is the 50th anniversary of Jaguar and the 14th for the XJ6 four-door sedan. This model comes with almost every luxury feature imaginable, and there's only one engine and transmission offered, a 4.2-liter twin overhead cam straight six, an engine first introduced back in 1949. The updated XJ6 version is coupled with an improved Borg-Warner 3-speed automatic. The XJ6 is big. Overall length is more than 16.5 feet and the wheelbase is 113 inches. But one look at its long, flowing, well-preserved lines, and you have to think that anything shorter would be a mistake. This is a beautifully understated-looking automobile. One novelty, twin gas fillers for the Cat's two fuel tanks. You'll never pull up on the wrong side of a fuel pump again. Unlike American luxury cars, the interior of the Jag is almost devoid of chrome, and there's not a crushed velvet in sight. What you get is lots of leather, both on the comfortably firm seats and on the door panels. The dash is real walnut burl, with simple white-on-black Smith's instruments. The Jag's interior is so understated that you have to read the owner's manual carefully before you can tell what the many unmarked or hidden switches control. But the Jag makes you feel right at home the minute you drive away. Acceleration is so smooth that you're up against any speed limit very quickly. This car is made to drive faster than you dare, and it's hard to stay within legal limits. Ride was soft but very controlled. Handling for such a big car is excellent. Jaguar's had a lot of years to get it right. The steering is precise, though a bit numb, and the car leans little through most curves. Even the most economy-minded of our staff quickly became attached to the charm of this driver-oriented car. The Motor Week crew also found the acceleration of the Jag smooth and willing. The 40 to 55 mile per hour passing test was completed in 5.2 seconds. Not super fast, but fast enough. And just for fun, we clocked the XJ6 over a quarter mile from a standing start. Time, 19 seconds and a speed of 85 miles per hour. Big cars make big circles, and the Jaguar needed 39 feet curb to curb. But we've tested smaller cars that needed as much room. Trying to make a big car handle like a sports car is difficult, even if your name is Jaguar. In our emergency lane changing course, the bulk of this 4,050-pound car quickly asserted itself. The body wants to roll. Not uncomfortably, mind you, but it did take us a bit by surprise. The power-assisted rack and pinion steering is quick, but perhaps too light at high speeds. All in all, the car was easy to put through the handling maneuvers. So the Jag lived up to its reputation after all, with just a little help from a set of good road-holding Pirelli tires. Braking from 30 miles per hour took a respectable 39 feet, an average for 6 stops. In our test, drivers stop as quickly as they can without locking up the brakes. From 55 miles per hour, the 2-ton saloon stops in only 116 feet, a very short distance. The XJ6 has disc brakes all around and exhibited no fade. Drivers did notice some pull to the right, and moderate steering was needed to keep the car straight. Like most luxury car owners, Series 3 buyers aren't likely to do much of the maintenance themselves, and it's just as well. The hood, opening from the front, does so just barely. You can remove a small plate to open it wider. The engine seems straightforward enough, and most items seem very accessible. But if you have to replace something, you'll find out what the majority of past Jag owners complain about. When something breaks, and many think that happens far too frequently, it can take weeks to get parts. To help solve those persistent quality control problems, all XJ6s come with a new 2-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Plus, we're told Jaguar is making a big effort to improve the reliability of all components. The Jaguar 4-door is a luxury road car. It seats 4 or 5 in comfort. Doors are wide, and there's plenty of leg and knee room. Bowler hats will also have more than adequate headroom, or should we say hat room. The large but shallow luggage compartment has a flat floor and a low rear sill that's even with the bumper. Very easy to load and fully carpeted, of course. While we're in the back, we should note that the Jag has a real spare tire on a real mag wheel. A little something extra for 30 grand. Every car also comes with a very good power sunroof, and in fact there are no options at all on the Series 3. Visibility is high, wide, and handsome, and the noise level at highway speeds is low except for a bit of wind noise around the rear windows. The EPA rates the Jag at 17 miles per gallon city and 24 highway. Our testing averaged 13 to 15 miles per gallon. I must also note that despite the reputation, there were no malfunctions with our car. Did we love it or hate it? The meeting was too brief, but it was closer to love. Only a long-term relationship might change that. But then, if you own a Jaguar, you could be the type that might put up with any problem just to be different. After all, there were only 3,000 Jaguars sold in the U.S. last year. Its most likely competitor, Mercedes-Benz, sold over 53,000. So if money buys status, and status means getting something truly exclusive, then the Jaguar XJ6 Series 3 is one of the biggest understatements of them all.